Alrighty, so here, this is so easy, you guys. When we're renaming numbers, I just want to walk you through this again. So you saw it in the last video, like in that first video, and let's just do a couple more examples. And I just really want to show you how easy this really is when you use a place value chart. Okay, so let's just say that we had the number, I don't know, 560, actually, let's go super easy. Let's just go 500,000. So when you put that number in the place value chart, and if I said rename that as so let's say, what is that number in 100,000? So you would say, well, you would look at the 100,000 place value. Okay, then essentially, so you would go to there. So you would say up to the 100,000. So you kind of almost like cover up the one after, and then whatever this number is right there. Okay, so it's a 5. Right? I have a 5. I'm kind of just covering up this whole rest of the area. So it's almost like this, like covering the rest of that. So the 500,000s. What if I said rename that as 10,000s, or how many 10,000s is this number? Well, I find the 10,000s place and I cover kind of everything after that, or I just look up until that spot. Okay, so if I'm covering everything after the 10,000s place, my number is 50. So I have 50 10,000. Another way to think of that is if you had $10,000 bills, how many 10,000s, how many $10,000 bills would you need to have 500,000? Well, you would need 50 $10,000 bills if that was a thing. Okay, so the pattern continues. So say I said rename that in 1,000s. Well, that's the same as if you go to the 1,000s place 1,000s, and you just kind of forget about everything else. My number, I'm extending it, would be, I have 500. See, 500 1,000s. Or if you're talking like $1,000 bills, I would need $500,000 bills to make 500,000. That makes sense, right? 500 times 1,000 is 500,000. All right. So if I say rename that to the hundreds place, well, I just start over here, I extend my line up into the hundreds place. So I have 5000 is 5,000. So I have 5,000 hundreds. Or I would need 5,000 $100 bills to make 500,000. Okay. What if I said rename that as tens? How many tens are in 500,000? Well, I would start over here and I would end at the tens place, right? So I have, let me just see. I almost have to rewrite it. Make sure that I have the right number of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So I have 50,000 or 50,000 tens, or I would need 50,000 $10 bills. It's another way to think of it, to make 500,000. Okay. So if I said, well, how many ones or how many loonies are in 500,000? Well, it would be the whole way over. We're going to go all the way over to the ones place. All right. So that's pretty much it. So it's super duper easy. Now check this out. I don't have an eraser, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned finger wipe way. I'm going to show you a little trick. Okay. Now, you could do this with anything. It doesn't have to be 6 digits. Maybe your number is this number. Maybe we have 10,000. Okay, so I might say, well, how many 10,000s are there? Well, I would go to the 10,000s place. I have 1 10,000. How many thousands do you have? I would go to the 1,000s place. I have 10 1,000s. How many hundreds do I have? I have 100 hundreds. How many tens do I have? I have 1,000 tens. How many ones do I have? That one's easy. I have 10,000 ones. All right. So I hope you find that easy. On the next slide, you're going to see just a Google form. So you can click on the link to the Google form, and that will give you some practice renaming numbers like this into, instead of just calling it like 10,000, you might say, well, it's you might say it's 100 or whatever, right? So have a little fun with that. I hope you find it as easy as it really is. And if you're having any trouble with it, no problem. Just give me a shout, send me an email. But definitely try those practice pages. And then I even gave you a bit of a challenge, and I showed you what essentially would be coming next year in grade 6. So you can have a peek at the next year level, grade 6 level renaming as well, where you use just different numbers, bigger numbers, and decimals. Alrighty, good luck with this, guys.